How will Boston Dynamics change after the purchase of Hyundai Motor Group? The first flight of a real flying car, a stage of a new space race, a mysterious fire of the newest electric car from Tesla, and new abilities of neural networks and other high-tech news in today's One Issue. The Hyundai Motor Group recently officially completed its acquisition of a majority stake in Boston Dynamics after receiving regulatory approvals and meeting other requirements. Hyundai now owns 80% of shares purchased for $1.1 billion. The deal is expected to accelerate the development of advanced robotics with advanced mobility, manipulation, and vision capabilities. Together with Boston Dynamics, Hyundai will create a robot value chain from component manufacturing to intelligent logistics solutions. The purchase of the coolest robot manufacturers should give Hyundai a leading position in robotics and transform the company into a provider of intelligent mobility solutions. Remember, Hyundai has already invested heavily in future tech, including autonomous driving, AI, artificial intelligence, urban air mobility, smart factories, and robots. The deal is expected to allow the companies to leverage each other's strengths in manufacturing, logistics, construction, and automation. Also, the new owner promises to support the continued expansion of Boston Dynamics' product line, so we can expect a few new robots from the company. True, it's most likely it will be practical solutions rather than concepts such as Atlas. On the other hand, to continue to improve its humanoid, Boston Dynamics needs substantial funds, which, obviously, will give a new deal. The AirCar flying car flew from one city to another for the first time. The flight took 35 minutes with its creator Stefan Klein at the wheel. The pilot drove the car to a runway of the International Airport in Slovak Nitra. Then it took off and landed at Bratislava Airport and then went to the city center. As a reminder, the AirCar transforms from a car into an airplane at the touch of a button in just 135 seconds. After which, it can take off from a small runway with 2 people on board. The developer claims it can fly nearly 1,000 kilometers at average speeds of 170 kilometers per hour and at altitudes of up to 2.5 kilometers. It took 20 years to develop this car, and its ability to perfectly fly and drive distinguishes AirCar in the market of similar concepts. However, the car does not support vertical takeoff and landing and uses a gasoline engine, which are now dramatically out of fashion. The Eviation Alice luxury electric plane will make its first flight this semester. The number of orders for the electric plane, which seat up to 9 passengers, has already exceeded 150. Eviation recently showed the exterior of the production version of Alice, and now the plane looks more like a business jet, where tail fins are T-shaped and 2 electric motors move from the ends of the wings to the back of the fuselage. The estimated range was increased to 1,046 kilometers, and entry into commercial services is not expected before 2024. Virgin Orbit has placed into orbit 7 satellites, launching a booster rocket from a Boeing 747. This was the company's 3rd successful space mission. The Launcher 1 launch vehicle was launched from a modified Boeing 747 aircraft called Cosmic Girl. It delivered 7 satellites into Earth's orbit, and after accelerating to speeds of over more than 27,000 kilometers per hour, it headed into outer space. Then, the second stage performed a series of rotations for even heat exposure and put into orbit a group of small satellites, placed in the bow. By the way, the head of Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson, will fly into space before his rival in the space tourism market, Jeff Bezos, the owner of Blue Origin. The billionaire space race has led to the fact that the 70-year-old Brandson has suddenly decided to take part in a test flight on July 11th. Remember, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and Blue Origin, announced that he would personally go into space on his own ship on July 20th. The Unity 22 mission will be the 4th manned flight test from Virgin Galactic. According to Brandson, on his return he announced something very exciting that will give more people a chance to become astronauts, because space belongs to all of us. and Elon Musk showed off the giant Super Heavy rocket. The Booster 3 prototype is ready to test the fuel system under launch loads. The 70-meter stainless steel prototype is not designed to fly. The next Booster 4 prototype will be used for the first orbital launch, which could take place as early as August 1st. Elon Musk also published a photo showing the installed 7th segment of the service tower for the orbital launch complex. It's needed to assemble the entire 120-meter rocket, which will include Super Heavy and Starship. The newest Tesla Model S Plaid burned up in Philadelphia after just 3 days of use. According to the lawyer for the car's owner, the smell of burning appeared in the cabin while driving, and then the driver saw smoke coming from the back of the car. He tried to jump out of the car, but the doors were blocked for several moments. The driver did manage to get out, while the Model S Plaid continued down the street, turning into a fireball. Musk has not yet commented on the situation, but back in 2019, he tweeted that any incident with a Tesla makes all the headlines, while hundreds of cases of gasoline-powered cars that are on fire are simply ignored. Well, such is the price of fame and new tech. Parrot has introduced a new drone for professionals, the Anafi AI, with an almost unlimited communication range. The drone has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance systems, a new camera system, and 4G connectivity. The main camera is now on a 3-axis gimbal with mechanical and electronic stabilization, and has a 48-megapixel sensor that can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. It's flanked by a 311-degree obstacle avoidance camera, and thanks to the 4G, the data link between the drone and the pilot becomes reliable, and professionals will be able to control the drone at any distance. The drone weighs in at 900 grams with a maximum flight time of 32 minutes and can accelerate up to 16 meters per second. The core of Parrot's new Free Flight 7 software is open source, and there's an app development kit for both iOS and Android. Hey, you're already here, you're watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps us make more content and cool videos for you. Microsoft and OpenAI introduced a new neural network, which finds bugs in the code and helps you improve it. GitHub Copilot is an AI service trained to work with different framework and programming languages, such as Python, JavaScript, Go, and others. Currently, the algorithm learns from what its corrections are, accepted and rejected by users. So far, the product is free. Engineers at the Melbourne's Royal Melbourne University of Technology have developed a multifunctional antimicrobial wound dressing with fluorescent sensors. The nanosensors analyze all stages of healing, and the material fights pathogens. If an infection begins to develop in the wound, the dressings begin to glow brightly with an ultraviolet light. Facebook wants to help train pet robots, and to that, the company has released Habitat 2.0, an updated robot habitat modeling platform. It allows you to teach robots to clean dishes or load dishwashers by navigating and moving among furniture, scattered toys on the floor, wrapped in corners of carpet, and so on. Facebook is confident that one day robots will be able to perform everyday tasks, and even if it takes years to teach them in the simulation. Japanese tech company SoftBank has dispelled rumors that production of the popular Pepper robot model will be discontinued. This part of the business remains unchanged, according to SoftBank spokesman Ai Kitamura, although the company admitted that the release of the new models of the robot have been temporarily suspended. Remember, we said in a previous news release that the company would cut 50% of its European division that makes Pepper and the Now robot. Heineken Brewing Company introduced a beer outdoor transporter, a branded standalone cooler that uses motion sensors. The robot with a fridge on board is capable of holding 12 cans of beverage and following its owner wherever they go. It has 6 wheels and a camera that uses artificial intelligence technology to assess the surrounding situation. Subscribe to the Pro Robot channel, like this video, and don't miss any new episodes from the world of high tech.